Hey everybody, welcome to Calvary Family Time, a short midweek video to remind us that we're not alone and that we're a part of something larger than ourselves. We're glad that you are a part of our family. Hey everybody, really special children's message today from Mr. Skoudis. He is going to teach us about creativity, and he's going to do it by showing us a way in which he likes to be creative. And I encourage you to use the creativity that God has given you as well. So watch this from Mr. Skoudis.
Hello kids, Mr. Skoudis here, and I'd like to share with you one of my very favorite Bible verses. You might be familiar with this one. It goes like this. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. This, of course, is the start of the Bible. It's from Genesis 1. And the reason I like it so much is it shows that God is the creator. That's one of the most important things about God, is that he created everything, you and me. He made us in his image. Now, there's also some really good news. We can create things as well. We can use the talents and abilities that God has given us to create things. Maybe you draw beautiful pictures. Maybe you exercise your creativity by singing songs. Maybe you dance. Maybe you write poetry. One of the things that I like to do to be creative is to write programs on my computer. And I wrote a program that I'd like to show you. I'm going to bring the program up here. I'm going to start my program. It's called Creation. So I'm going to run my program called Creation, and I'll hit enter. And you'll see my program has 7 lines of code. Each one of these lines of code does one very specific thing. So I'm going to go ahead and run each of these lines of code, and we'll see what happens. So I'll start with my first line of code. I just type next, and you can see the first line of code is indicated here, and it says, "Let there be light." So let's see what happens when we run that one. The lights came on. I'm not sitting in the dark anymore. All right, now our next line of code, the second one, is called separate waters. So let me type in next here, and we'll see what that one does. Ooh. It made everything blue. How about that? Now, the third line of code is called let dry land and vegetation appear. So let me type in next to run that code. And now things are looking rather green with the vegetation. The next one says, let there be lights in the expanse. This is the one that I'm working on here. So let me go ahead and run that one. We'll see what happens. Ooh. Lights are coming on. How about that? And now look at this one. Let there be sea creatures and birds. So let's go ahead and run next on that one. Ooh. I like that one. All right. Now we have a line of code that says, let there be beasts of the earth and let us make man. So let me type in next. Hey, yay. And the last line of code is called rest. So I wonder what happens when we run that. Let's see. There you go. That's my program. And you know, I really had fun writing that program. It let me be creative. But that also reminds me of another Bible verse that I really like. Let me bring this one up here for you. This one goes like this. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. So this is about Jesus and how God made everything through him. That is how God was creative and created all of these things. And like I said, you can be creative and I can be creative, just like God is creative. But there's an important difference. God created everything through Jesus from nothing. When we create things, we have to use the talents that God has given us, plus the materials that God has given us. God gave me this computer so that I can write my programs on it. God may have given you crayons or paints so that you can create beautiful pictures. God may have given you musical instruments so that you can make music. God gave you your body so that you can use that to express your creativity. And I'm so thankful that He did. I do hope that you'll spend some time being creative today to create something and think about the gifts that God has given you so that you can be creative. That's what I wanted to share with you today, children. I hope you enjoyed it.
Isn't that awesome? How he can control the lights and the sound in his office using his computer? God has given us creativity to point people to him as the ultimate creator. And he's given us the ability to participate in the work that he does here in this world. One of the ways that we do that at this time of year is through Operation Christmas Child. And this Sunday, we're going to pray for the boxes that we've been collecting, that God would use them to impact children around the world with the message of Christmas. So come and join us on Sunday at 8:30 or at 10:15 as we pray for Operation Christmas Child, as we worship God together, and as we hear what he has to tell us from his word. I'll see you on Sunday.